Tommy Rees, offensive coordinator, the new offensive coordinator, talked about what the coaches are paying close attention to with the quarterbacks at this time of year.
I think for all the position groups, quarterbacks especially, like we want to be as process driven as possible opposed to results. Like as long as our process is in the right place, our decision making is in the right place, we'll continue to coach the fundamentals and get the physical to follow it. But we want to focus on, okay, is he processing at the high level? Is he making the right decisions? Is he making the right reads? And as that happens, now you see growth and continue to push him fundamentally to make sure that we're executing.
That's why percentage of completions, those things don't matter at this point in time, because what they're doing is not what he's going to see when it does matter.
Yeah, and what Tommy Rees was saying about decision making, that's obviously, something we talked about most of the offseason, that, when they were going to look for a quarterback, that decision making was one of the things I believe Tommy Rees pointed out way back in the beginning of, the offseason as something they would look at. And I think what he said there is really kind of the modern way of doing things in sports in a nutshell. Process over results. Like, you can have great results, but your process can be terrible. And you can also have a really good process, and then the results just aren't there. One doesn't necessarily, a good process doesn't necessarily guarantee good results, but it gives you a better chance to get to those good results. And I think in 2024, obviously there were very bad results. Process, I think, obviously seems like it's been tweaked a lot. So getting those quarterbacks to understand that process, if you have a good process, you should have a better chance, obviously, to yield those kind of results. And it feels like that's what Tommy Rees is pushing for with the quarterbacks.